Hello Vermonters, welcome to springtime as we hear all the bird life. So we have our upcoming events, and I want to encourage you to find out more about what your government is doing and how long-term this is unsustainable. Just like industrial agriculture is unsustainable, and we need to support more local farms, not hire 33 more state workers to work in agriculture as is being done. I share here a newspaper I found in the wall of this barn where it has probably been since it was put there in 1938. And it was kind of neat to read. It's the Barre. Oh, I could read it. Now I opened it. I'll have to find you and let you know, put a post up. But 1938, this farm's been here a lot longer than that. And I raise this because I want to discuss some demographic numbers. Well, save that paper for another day. Now, in 2016, it was reported that Vermont and black people had the narrowest income disparity of any state in America. The average national disparity was $24,000, and in Vermont it was only $4,000. And the average income that year for black people in 2016 in Vermont was $50,933, and Vermonters supposedly made about $4,000 more. This was the narrowest gap. Now, in 2018, it's reported, and I have an article coming out about this if it hasn't on TrueNorthReports.com. Please subscribe for free. That shows, and again, I'm not making this stuff up, I'm just trying to find out the truth. In 2018, Vermont would have had a net loss in population had it not been for black people moving into or immigrating into Vermont, including often immigrants. And I've long been a proponent of that, of expanding legal immigrant work visas. And I support people in Uganda. We have 2.5 million Ugandan orphans. We can't bring them all to Vermont. But I do support these things. It's not anything about being a racist. But by 2021, right now, in H210 in our House right now, there's a statute, if you look it up, that says that Vermonters are racist and systemically racist. And that's proven because the average or median income of black people in Vermont now is $41,533. That's right out of the statute. Now, where'd they get that? That means that black people's median income dropped in $9,000 approximately, because these numbers may not be exactly the same measurement as median versus average. I don't know. I just want to know the answer to the truth of the question. Because if you have a lot of people move here who are of low income or means, and then you categorize them based on race, and you find that you have higher rates of homelessness, lower rates of health care, or poor health outcomes, geez, mental illness, it's right in the statute. Yes, BIPOC people in Vermont apparently have a higher rate of mental illness. Is it because they came here traumatized from foreign nations where they didn't even have food? And are they not culturally acclimated where they can get a job yet? You cannot build an economy on that, as well-intentioned it is, but it would be really awful to then say, look, this disparity in wealth between black people and Vermonters, look how terrible it's become because Vermont is systemically racist. That's what it says in the statute. That's what Phil Scott and other people say. This proves we're racist. These disparities prove they're racist. Actually, these data show that Vermonters welcomed black people of very low means and poor health and other problems into our state. And then to be punished for it is not going to make Vermonters who were advocating for their visitation or living here to be exactly feeling a lot of good about it. Everybody get what I'm saying here? This is a horrible thing. The data is right here. So I would just like to know what the answer is. But of course, this is the truth. Of course, homelessness has gone up in Burlington. Of course, we have an influx of people. You can see it right in the data that I've shown you. In 1938, there were about 580 black people in the entire state of Vermont. And now it has grown almost fivefold in the last 30 years to 11,000, I believe. Now, if those people are not earning the salaries of a Susanna Davis and getting drawn here to make $100,000 a year, then in fact, on balance, many of them are coming here impoverished or immigrant labor to work on our farms. And then you use those numbers to say that we're racist, so you have to give them money. That's all messed up and not sustainable. Not sustainable because it's false, not sustainable because it's economically not going to work. And that's what we're going to talk about at Vermont Liberty Network, about how they suck the blood out of us more and more, and then use the poverty that results as a justification to suck out yet more blood, like a big tick, like a tumor, like a cancer or a virus. And they've used COVID to take away more and more rights and more money, and your taxes are going to go up, and your rights of your children are going down. Help me spray this tick belly down. Come to one of our events. Find out what the numbers are. Look at the articles on True North Reports and educate yourselves, please. And let's talk about the truth, because we need to have a conversation, because nothing is sweeter than Vermont liberty.